Hello my lovelies, welcome to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on today's thumbnail. Today I have a haul number, I don't know, of 2021. So yes, we've been doing a lot of hauling this year and I'm not going to disclose what number this haul is, but it's just a fun little way to display another haul or a few fragrances that I've picked up, and I have more coming your way, but I decided to cut it up into different videos because it can get really long. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on the thumbnail. Welcome, my name is Moraima. In this channel, I share some of my passions such as fragrance, self-care, and decor. And if that sounds like your jam, please consider subscribing. We're a lot of fun over here. And for my returning subscribers, mwah, 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 mwah. So cool to see you here again. I hope you are ready for the fragrances that I have for you today. A lot of these fragrances are not necessarily new. They're new to me. Technically, a lot of these fragrances were fragrances that I am just a little late on the bandwagon and I just needed to catch up. But nevertheless, I feel that it was important for me to share them with you. So with that being said, let's get started. The first fragrance comes from a house that I think I have purchased for the longest time. I think this is the house that I've used for the longest time in my life. And probably I'm going to think that I am not the only one and there's other people that have been using this house for a long time, and this is the house of Chanel. So I have added to my collection the Coco Mademoiselle Eau Privée. So here's the story. I've been using Coco Mademoiselle for a long time. I have the oil, the solid perfume, the lotion, I've had the soap, I've had everything from the line, and I just kind of got tired. At some point, I think I overdid it. I got so much of it, and it was one of the only fragrances at this time. My collection was very small, so I was mainly using that as my signature scent, as a lot of people do, but I used it for so many years, I just kind of got a little tired. And then the Coco Mademoiselle Intense came out, and I got that one thinking, okay, well, maybe something different, maybe it has a little bit more oomph to it, maybe it's a little darker, it's a little bit more mysterious. And it was no different. For some reason, it was more patchouli. It was just not anything special on my skin. So I declared it and I got rid of it and I found it a new home. But for some reason, I was still curious about this one. And I know that this one doesn't have good longevity. And I know that this is supposed to be a bed scent. And I know that it's not going to, it's just the same as Coco Mademoiselle, but just a way lighter version. But I still decided, you know what, if I'm gonna have one Coco Mademoiselle still, then I'm gonna add this one into my collection. And I mean, this beautiful frosted glass with the pink juice, it is just so beautiful. It's so like spa to me that I just, anyways, it could be gimmick, it could be marketing. I just said, you know what, I really want it. At least I'll have somewhat a newer Coco Mademoiselle into my collection. So this is not going to be really a first impression as usually typical hauls are, because obviously I know this line for so long, but I still want to give you a little bit my take given the fact that I've been using this fragrance for the longest time. Let's give it a good spray and let's take a look at pressurized atomizer. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. It's very fresh, it's very classy. It's the best grab and go I have ever owned in my collection. I can wear this during the day, at night I can go to work, I can go out, lunch, dinner, first date, meeting the parents, church. Anytime, any place you can wear Coco Mademoiselle. I don't think there's another fragrance that you can do it all. I would even go into the extent of going into an evening gown with Coco Mademoiselle. Maybe not the Eau Privée, maybe just the regular Eau de Parfum or the Intense, but it's beautiful. Now, for some reason, this one's giving me even more citrus, more brightness. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I would definitely, yes, use it to go to bed. It's very fresh, it's very bright, and although it's supposed to be a bed scent or a scent for the bedroom, I would see this being ideal for the extreme high heat days in the summer. So I think that's one of the reasons why I got more into wanting to add it to my collection. In the notes, we have the citrus, rose, musky, white floral, powdery, and floral. And for the actual notes, very simple mandarin orange, rose, jasmine, and white musk. I think this would be the ideal freshie when you want to be classy, upscale, and you want to have something that is not going to be too much. Obviously, you know, it's a classic for a reason. Coco Mademoiselle, everybody has it, they love it. In terms of performance, I tried it when I got the bottle and I started timing, and I would say about 2 hours, and after that it was very, very faint. It was more like a skin scent, extremely close to the skin. So I feel that probably, again, it was made like that with intention, because obviously if you're wearing this to bed, you just want it for the little bit of remaining of time that you are awake, and then after that you fall asleep. The next day the fragrance is gone. But I still think it's a really good scent that you can wear when it's really, really hot and you don't want anything too cloying, but you still want to have something that is very perfumey. Or if you are a lover of Coco Mademoiselle and you wanted something fresher, here's your answer. Once again, Coco Mademoiselle Eau Privée by Chanel. The next one is one that honestly I kind of got because I was a little afraid that it was about to get discontinued. I saw that the stock started getting lower and lower and lower. When I first smelled it, I was really attracted and I wanted to get it. But honestly, I didn't like the price tag. To me, it was a good perfume, but not for the amount of money that it was being sold to. Unless you find it in one of the discounters for a really good deal. And the one I'm talking about is Fun Things Always Happen After Sunset by the House of Killian. This is a beautiful floral fruity that is really, really fun. And it definitely, I can see the sunset. Like I can see this being the fragrance that you wear when you're out and about with your friends having fun. And it's just like that careless yet very fruity, sexy, sweet type of fragrance. Let's give it a spray. I keep on missing my blotter. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's a little green, but it gives it like a really nice freshness. I get the black currant, the rose, the lychee. It's just very fun, very sweet, but very different type of perfume. I find that the packaging is also really, really cute. This is one of the smaller ones. I decided to just go for the smaller one if I ever wanted to enjoy this particular fragrance. I didn't need to have the big 100 ml because again, once your collection starts getting a little bigger, then you want to make sure that you have as much as possible in smaller quantities so that you're able to actually go through them. And it's really, really cute. It says Killian here at the top. I'm sure you've seen it. It has the name over here, and then when you actually, the ball is where the perfume is, and the cap is actually the base where the perfume would sit on, like that. This is a very different fragrance. It's very fun, it's fruity, it's floral, it's fresh, but at the same time, it's not your typical as smelled any other girl smelling this fragrance before. So if you want something a little bit different, but at the same time still fun, still flirty, still girly, then definitely you should check this one out. Again, I don't know if they're being discontinued. I know that in Sephora, the stock comes in and out and it's hard to kind of pinpoint. Some of the discounters definitely do have them in stock. Again, they also come in and out. You just have to be on the outlook and just be a little bit patient and you'll get a really good deal on them. So let's take a look at the notes. On the main accords, we got fruity, green, tropical, rose, musky, fresh, floral, and woody. And for the notes, on the top notes, we start with black currant and green notes, hence that's where the freshness comes in. On the middle notes, we got lychee and rose, and on the base note, we got musk and patchouli. And patchouli is gonna make this fragrance last for a long time. So again, I haven't used it a ton. I think I've used it once, and it was moderate projection and moderate sillage, and longevity was about 3 to 4 hours. But on the days when I want to have something fun, something different, I'm going to go out with girls and I know that everybody is probably into fragrances and I want to wear something different or I want to stand out, this is a good contender for those type of situations. I can't stop smelling it. It actually has a very addictive quality. I really like it. Actually, it almost gives me like a stronger version of Dolce & Gabbana L'Impératrice. I don't know. Is it just me? Do you guys feel like these two may be similar, may be close to the same family? Obviously, L'Impératrice is very fruity and this is a little bit more green. But as a composition, I think that they're about in the same family, but this one being a little bit stronger, a little bit more projection, a little bit louder. Nevertheless, I really, really like it and I'm happy that it's part of my collection now. Once again, this is Fun Things Always Happen After Sunset by the House of Killian. The very next fragrance is one that technically came out recently. However, there's a little story behind it. So I purchased the fragrance. It just came out not long ago, probably a few weeks ago. However, it didn't smell like what I remembered it smelled. I thought that what I had originally smelled at the store was the recent one, but what I did smell at the store probably like a month or two ago was the Eau de Parfum. And the one that just came out is the Eau de Toilette. So I went ahead and returned it and exchanged it for the Eau de Parfum. Although the Eau de Parfum is an older version, the newer version, the Eau de Toilette, didn't really cut it for me. And I'm talking about Givenchy Irrésistible. This one, it's such a cute bottle. I don't know if you can see the little design on the bottle in the back. It reminds me a little bit of like a bigger version of the Valentino studs. So it definitely is a nice touch, and I just love this plush pink shade and that little detailed in the back. This one, I feel like it's a little bit more grounded and a little bit more creamy, which is why I exchanged it, and I really like this one a lot better. So on the notes, we have musky, fruity, rose, powdery, floral, sweet, iris, aquatic, woody, and fresh. And for the top notes, we're starting with pear and amberette. Middle notes, rose and iris. Base notes, musk and Virginia cedar. I'm telling you, I'm gonna kick with pear. All of the perfumes that I'm finding a little bit interesting, they have pear, and I never had perfumes with pear before. This one is really, really nice. Let me just give it a spray. Nice atomizer. See, this one gives me what the Eau de Toilette has, which is the beautiful flower, the DNA of Irrésistible. However, it's grounded, like it has more weight. To me, it's more of a perfume. And I know that the notes are not groundbreaking, but for some reason, the pear, the amberette, and the iris coming together are really giving this fragrance something very beautiful, very sophisticated. I would say this is great for the office. This is great for going out. This is great for dates. I wouldn't wear this in the high heat during the day unless you're going for like brunch or shopping where you're gonna be in and out of AC. You're not really gonna be doing any physical activities. This is definitely not a beachy scent. I just find that this is another good easy grab. So I'm building a little bit of a collection, I'm noticing, of like easy grab perfumes that are a little bit different, that they all are in the same realm of making me feel pretty, sophisticated, nice, like I have something pretty on, but not necessarily groundbreaking, super beast mode. I've used it only once, so I haven't had much time to play with it. So far, the projection and the sillage was great, probably like a feet or two away. And the longevity was about 3 to 4 hours. So it was kind of more moderate. I love the fact that it's a much smaller bottle, so if I want to bring it with me, I can. If I have a bigger purse, if not, I can always decant it. But this is not the type of fragrance that I'm mad if I just wear it during the day because I have some sort of event to go during the day, or that would be my daytime perfume, and then in the evening time I want to wear something else and this is already gone. It's great. So if you're looking for something feminine, pretty, that you can wear either day or night, a signature scent, something that is not going to be overpowering but at the same time is going to make you feel sophisticated and pretty and feminine and beautiful, this is a good choice. Try to get your nose on it. Once again, this is Irrésistible by Givenchy. The last fragrance is another one that I should have had in my collection for a long time. As you have seen, a lot of these fragrances have been in the market for quite some time. I'm just the one who has been completely late to the train. This is Soir from BDK. I love. It doesn't even describe how much I love this fragrance. First off, this bottle, I'm extremely impressed with the packaging. The box was beautiful. I don't have it with me. It's one of those that you come in and out like a book, you know, your fragrance kind of is housed inside. The bottle's super heavy, the cap is super heavy, the minimalistic black and white, I'm totally here for it with that beautiful light yellow ambery color. This is just incredible. I love it. To me, this is the best floral I have, hands down. My only issue is the longevity. I wish this fragrance would be beast mode. I wish this fragrance would last until I don't take it off. I mean, on clothing, on fabric, obviously it lasts a little bit longer, but on me, probably on my skin, I would say probably like 4 or 5 hours at the most, and that's if I overspray, if I use lotion and oils and all of that, but I don't care. I just love it so much, and the atomizer is just incredible. Do you see that? Oh, there's a subtle spiciness that is sexy in this floral bouquet arrangement in this fragrance. When I see the story of what Soir entitles, which I'm sure you've heard it from other YouTubers, where Soir actually in French means not tonight. Imagine the beautiful lady that is at the bar and she's mysterious, sexy, appealing, and she's in a conversation with a very handsome gentleman, and the conversation can get heated, and at some point she says, "Pas ce soir, not tonight." Oh my goodness, it is just fire. I love it. This is my favorite that I found so far in 2021 in this category of florals. I just absolutely love it. And again, I know that this fragrance has been spoken about on YouTube for a long time, but for some reason I was late to the party. I was late to the train, and I'm so glad I jumped in. Let's take a look at the notes. On the main accords, we have fruity, woody, white floral, sweet, warm, spicy, citrus, amber, floral, fresh, and musky. Beautiful. And for the notes, on the top notes, we have mandarin orange, ginger, and black pepper. For the middle notes, we have quince, Moroccan jasmine, orange blossom. On the base notes, we have cashmeran, amberwood, and Singapore patchouli. This is a beautiful composition. I don't even know why I waited so long to get into this bandwagon. I don't even know why I'm so late to the party, but the important thing is that I'm here. I love it. This has everything that I want. It has the fruity, the floral, the sexy, the light, all of it in one composition, and I just absolutely love it. Unfortunately, the longevity is not the greatest. I'm gonna have to have a decant with me and just reapply, because unfortunately it just doesn't last, which I don't understand, because it's such a, the company has a really good reputation for, this is my first BDK, and the company has really good reputation for all their fragrances. Gris Charnel, Smoking Rouge, they have a really good reputation of having long lasting power, and for some reason this one didn't go there. Anyways, if anything, out of all of the ones that I mentioned today, if there's one that to me is the top of everything, would be this one. If you don't have it, if you haven't smelled it, try to get your hands on it, whether it is going to a store or whether it is trying to get yourself a little decant or a sample, try to get your nose on it. Once again, this is Soir by BDK. And that was all for today for that little mini haul. Guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. If this was your first time passing through, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you're notified of all the upcoming videos. And I am thinking of doing a little bit of a giveaway already. I know that I just started my channel, but one of the things that I love the most is to be able to share some of the things that we get back with you. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. To all my subscribers, thank you so much for joining me in another video. As usual, big virtual hug, big kiss, and until next time.